Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about the feminist strike, or women's strike, that happened on March 8th of this year. On top of that, a bunch of other crazy, weird-ass shit the feminists have been doing the last few days and the last few weeks, so yeah, buckle your seatbelts, this is going to be fucking weird. Now, on March 8th of this year, feminists and women across the Western world organized a women's strike. If you partook in this strike, there was a few things that you aren't supposed to do. Flirting. That's right, guys. If you wondered why that aggressive, blue-haired, intolerant feminist at the office wasn't talking to you on March 8th, this is why. Let's not mention that these are women that men probably wouldn't date in the first place and usually try to avoid. Let's face it, feminism isn't exactly the most attractive trait that men look for in a woman.
I'm gonna fuck you till you die!
I'm assuming that the only men that were really affected by this strike are cucks and callow, you know, sad excuses for men, in my opinion.
Dr. Faggot! Dr. Faggot!
I should go.
That's a good idea, Dr. Faggot.
Makeup. Women across the nation apparently chose not to wear makeup on March 8th. This works exceptionally well for the average man. Now we don't have to actually have a discussion with your feminist ass to learn just how bitter and intolerant you truly are. This move sort of works like a billboard, you know, they sign across your face saying, hey, don't fucking date me. So we do appreciate the heads up in this case. Errands. Women decided not to run errands on March 8th, meaning that men would have to go out and pick up their own dry cleaning, purchase their own groceries. I wonder if these feminists are aware that you can pick up a phone and order a fucking pizza at will. Shaving! That's right, the average feminist did not shave their legs on March 8th. They were free to do so on March 7th, mind you. Now, what kind of a wildebeest fucking Wookiee could grow enough hair to be noticeable overnight? I'll tell you what kind. The gross kind. Most women don't shave every day anyways, but I assume this accounts for the average angry feminist. So on March 8th, if you're wondering who the new guy in your office was with that nice 5 o'clock shadow, that was just your average office feminist. Now you know.
Things don't even work like that anymore. That's what the Equal Rights Amendment is for.
That's good, dear. You stick to your principles. And 40 years from now, you can tell all your cats how you won a basketball game.
Child care! So feminists across the nation decided they were not going to be taking care of their children for a whole day. So, little Johnny's choking. Sorry, son. Mommy's on strike today. Did you not get the memo? Now, this feminist woman's strike thing is more of a pet peeve than anything, as I highly doubt that anybody would ever notice realistically. So your wife hasn't shaved her legs, she hasn't put on makeup or flirted with you today. This usually happens about 5 times out of the month anyway. Men simply assume that Aunt Flo has made her monthly visit in an untimely fashion this month. The alarming part of this strike is the lack of childcare. This doesn't really affect the family unit, as they assume there is a father figure to take the load, but what about the single moms? This can be seen as child neglect, which is a crime punishable by law, not to mention completely and utterly fucking immoral. Any mother that can deny her children childcare, feed them, clothe them that particular day, okay, needs to have her kids taken away from them. Basic bullshit. This is basic feminist fucking bullshit. We're gonna not feed our kids because of personal politics. Mommy's on strike. No lunch for you today, little Johnny. Off you go to school. Starve for all I fucking care. That's a problem. That's a problem. Hopefully, if you're listening, people out there, this is one part of the women's strike that you didn't partake in, and I hope you have enough fucking common sense to not partake in the first place.
Inside this building, some will freeze. Women in the workplace. I know a lot of you can hear me here. A new study says workplace standards for air conditioning and heating were created back in the 60s. It's so archaic, it's based upon resting metabolic rates for middle-aged men, not for both the men and the women. So now a lot of people are asking, because of this study, is there such a thing as a sexist thermostat?
Air conditioning is sexist. That old chestnut is back to bite us in the ass. Once again, women somehow feel oppressed because they have to bring a sweater to the office. Us reasonable people realize that temperature of a building designed to employ hundreds and possibly even thousands of people can't regulate the temperature to please absolutely everybody. What we do know is that we don't want a bunch of sweaty ass fucking people bunched together in one fucking area, because we know what happens in the summer or in the heat when that happens. It smells, it's gross, it's a health problem. So it's either cold people, bring a sweater to work like a normal person and adjust your own temperature, all right? Or people are going to start getting naked, all right? And that's problems in the office, because you can't get naked, and there's dress codes in offices, so it makes perfect sense. So if you're an angry feminist and you're out there bitching and moaning about the temperature, grow the fuck up and bring a sweater. It's that fucking easy. It's that easy. Just bring a sweater. Regulate your own temperature because you are in control of your own temperature, all right? It's better than being boiling fucking hot and not being able to take anything off. That sucks. Street signs. You heard me right. Street signs. Strap yourself in for this one, guys. It's gonna get weird and fucking stupid. The little person that lights up when it's time to cross the street at your nearest intersection has been identified as male. What I assume to be the generic symbol for human is indeed male. Someone decided this recently. It is sexist to force women to obey a man. This little man is the ultimate misogynist, you see, as he gets to tell women how and when to cross. Is it just me, or can this little man be mistaken for a short-haired, butch-ass woman? I guess we all see what we want. And in the mind of a man-hating super bitch, everything oppresses. So don't be surprised if you come across a female crossing sign. Of course, the skirt will later be seen as sexist, as women are allowed to wear pants too. Also, the long hair would be assuming the person's gender. So we don't want to assume the little light person's gender. We can't do that. They can do that. We can't. The best thing about this type of bullshit is you can see shit coming before it actually happens. So when feminists out there bitch and moan about something, usually the people like me, or the people that are like analyzing like their behavior as a whole, can usually see the next step that's coming. It's not difficult to do. Alright, so now we're going to switch all these lights over to people with skirts. How many feminists out there do you know that have a problem with skirts? I know I've heard of quite a few. I've heard a lot of them on, you can't just assume that everyone wants to wear a skirt. So what is the ultimate, goal here? What are we supposed to do about this little man? Like it's this big pressing problem. There's not serious shit going on across the fucking ocean right now. No. Not actual oppression where people have to be covered up and you have to walk 3 feet behind your husband at all times. You're not allowed to leave your house, without a male escort, right? That's other family or your husband, or you'll get beat, possibly even stoned to death for cheating or being unfaithful to your husband. See, that's not oppression. This little man here is oppression. He's oppressing you. Because no man, no matter how little or how imaginary or how fictional or controlled by a machine at a street corner, all right, is going to tell you what to do. Time to fucking grow up. This is bullshit. Utter bullshit. All right? And you know what? Feminists out there, the world's against you. It's happening slowly but surely. If you haven't noticed, all around you, people are starting to wake up. People are starting to get a lot smarter. All right? Women are turning against you. Now, people in your own gender can't stand your ass. Maybe it's time to throw in the towel. You need to realize that your rights have already been won. They were won back in 1969? So, what is the agenda here? Just to make people uncomfortable? Just to have something to bitch and moan about? Because you're not doing anything to change the world. You're just making things more difficult. The more that you distract from the real problems in the world, the real oppression that's going on right now, you're just making the problems worse. I shouldn't be doing a video about this. I should be doing a video about the oppression that goes on across the sea. It's time to either step up or sit down. Feminists out there, all right? There's real problems. And you have some work to do. Some real work. Real work. Women need you right now, all right? And they need you in a certain culture, all right? I can't say the culture, like I said, but you are needed, all right? Your angry, aggressive, man-hating fucking attitude is fucking needed right now, just not in this part of the world, all right? You need to start fighting the people that are actually oppressing women right now, okay? Because the average white male that you hate so much, all right, has your back for some stupid fucking reason. A book that just came out. It's called The Book of Neophyte, The Awakening. You can find this at your local chapters Indigo. You can find it online. You can order yourself a copy if you want. If not, you can check out the website at thebookofneophyte.com. Biggity man, right there. And if you want to learn more about it, there's lots of sections and subsections on the website. If you would like a free digital copy of that, I am going to be giving them away again. All you have to do is message the email in the description, and I'll send you a copy. Okay? I was advised by my publisher not to do that, but that's what I say. So once again, my name is Stephen Alexander, and thanks a lot for watching, guys. Take care and have yourself an awesome day.